Disclaimer. So the contents of this story are not exaggerated at all. I will be telling this story exactly how it happened in its entirety, because why would I lie? Also, to anyone involved in this story, please do not hit my line talking about this video is not coming down. It's not that deep. Hold your nuts about it. Nobody's gonna see it, but just letting you know. If you text me, the most you're gonna get is my fault. But yeah. That just irritated me so bad. Why? It's a sport. My bad.
Leave him in the cold, put him in the tundra. I go right, Charles, I cannot see her, I make a fumble.
First of all, just to give y'all a little bit of clarification off of what day today is March 14th. Also known as Playboy Carti Day. Playboy Carti just dropped his album, finally. So that's what I've been working on for real. Look, everybody that thinks that the Playboy Carti album is trash, let me just tell you, it's because you one of them niggas that always looking for the leaks, y'all always looking for the leaks. Y'all got the whole album on SoundCloud already, and y'all like, already listen to this shit trash, y'all old. Let me tell you something. The dudes that think it's cool to listen to leaks before they actually drop, that's like going to a party 2 hours early, and then when everybody gets to the party, you're like, man, I already had my fun, y'all tripping, y'all late. What are you doing? I'm just saying. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. That's how I feel. That's me personally. Now, if that ain't some goat shit, I don't know what it is. I ain't even gonna lie. If that ain't some goat shit, I have no idea. Y'all gonna have to redefine the word goat for me. I'm not EJ Got It no more. I can't be doing that. I am not EJ Got It. I'm just EJ from now on. For your information, just letting y'all know. It's not EJ Got It anymore, but it is EJ. EJ a little bit better than EJ Got It in my opinion. I ain't gonna cap. Look. By the name of the title, you already know I'll be here. What's going on? My bad. Look, bro, it's your boy EJ Got It back in the building. It's not EJ Got It, it's just EJ. Just EJ from now on. I gotta remember that. I be tripping. Today, we're gonna talk about my first night in college. Now, this is a story that includes a lot of people, so I'm just gonna start using nicknames from now on. But I don't know, I thought it was a cool story. I thought it was pretty dope. I got a couple of those stories, and honestly, I'm removed enough from that like time that I feel like I could tell it now. I could tell the story for sure. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. Boom. It's August 14th. I don't know. I'm assuming that it was August 14th because that's when school like starts around August. I have no idea when it was. I genuinely have no idea, but August 14th sounds about right. It's August 14th and young EJ, it's his first week in college. That's also not true. Okay, so I actually did a summer like little whatever in college, and I took summer classes, but this is my first week of like college, you know what I'm saying? So this is my first everything. Like nothing was going on during the summer, but it's my very first week. That day was very eventful, pretty much. Let's just say that. Probably one of the most eventful 24 hours of my life. That's not true, but this one, it was up there. So we start off the day, going to class like a regular college student, because that's what I was at the time. I was a regular college student. I was just like you if you're in college. If you're not in college or you're going into college, then I was even more like you because I hadn't really experienced college at that point. So I went to class, whatever. I had this one period. I'm going to ENC, writing, college writing. When I walk into college writing, I got my boy in that class. Now the thing that was weird about my boy being in that class was that my boy was 2 years older than me. So taking college writing, nothing wrong with it. Of course, whatever you have to do, you have to do. Yeah, let's just say he's not in college anymore. I mean, I guess technically he wouldn't be in college because he would have graduated, but he quit that next year. So if you're in ENC as a junior, but anyways, yeah, we're in here. It's a bunch of college freshmen and my boy. He's not gonna get a nickname because this is probably the only thing that he'll ever be included in. We're going through, I'm doing my thing, I'm getting my assignments done. The second that I get home, it's like a 10 a.m. class, it's finished at 12. I get home, I finish my homework, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I finish my homework, 12 to like 2. I go take a shower, take a nap, I'm getting ready because I ain't gonna lie, me and my boys, we got a little plan to go out and you know what I'm saying? We going and you know what I'm saying? Look, it's my first week in college. I be hearing what be going on in college. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get in what be going on in college. You feel me? I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get my other homeboy that is currently at PBSC. I pick him up. And I'm like, yo, they got a little party going on. They're gonna have all the frats on campus, like a little whatever. I wanna say what it is, but I feel, you know what? I'm gonna say what it is. Caribbean Student Union, CSU first week. Y'all already know like what that is. Every week, the Caribbean Student Union, they throw a party or an event. Yeah, we went to that, and this is young EJ at the time. You gotta imagine like this, but like a whole lot younger. Like, yeah, I was a Twitch streamer full time at the time. So, you put me in an E-date, I'm gonna do 10 out of 10. Now, if you put me in real life, I'm not terrible. I can speak. I can definitely speak, yeah, but let's just say I'm not no J Cinco. I'm not no J Cinco at all. Let me list off the characters. So currently right now, I'm on the way to pick up my homeboy. What name should I get that homeboy? Aaron. My dog Aaron. Aaron's gonna be in a couple of these story times. That's gonna be a long little whatever. But I pick up my dog Aaron. When I pick up my dog Aaron, we beeline straight to campus because I'm living off campus, by the way. I'm not in any dorms or anything like that. I'm completely off campus, but I might as well be living on campus because I'm at campus every single day. Every single day I'm at campus. But me and Aaron, we're like, okay, we're gonna see what's going on over here. It's supposed to be deep. Let's just try to see whatever, you know what I mean? So we're walking up. First of all, I don't even know what campus really looks like because the 2 summer classes that I took were both online. So we park up and I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm on my phone like scurrying because I'm like, we outside of the car already, we walking around, but we walk into where I thought it was supposed to be at, and we get into where I thought we were supposed to be at, and ain't nobody there. You feel me? So we going around campus, me and Aaron. Aaron think I'm tripping. Aaron don't even go here. But I told Aaron, if anybody asks, you go here. You know what I'm saying? But boom. Aaron pretty much is like, yo, right there. Look around the corner, boom. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody there. We're like, oh, fuck it. Okay, bet. Start walking towards it. I see my mans. Now we got the group that I'm about to be riding with. So this is where I met a lot of prominent characters. What I will say, well, I'm not giving y'all the names, but this is where I had my prominent character, Revere. Yeah. So Revere, that's my homeboy. He goes to this school. He has a lot of friends that already go to the school. He's a grade above me, he's already been through what I'm going through right now, so he gonna put me through what he went through, you feel me? Revere pretty much introduced me to his homeboys. So Revere is there with Jones and Viral. So Jones and Viral, I don't remember everybody that was there in our group, but Jones and Viral stuck. We were like, me, Jones, and Viral, like, we're still friends to this day. Me, Revere, Jones, Viral, and Aaron, we're all at the spot. We picked a little picnic table, and they got these 2 girls with us. It was one little Asian and another little chocolate thing, whatever. The chocolate thing was cool, but yo, the Asian, I'm not giving her no name. I still don't like this girl. If I see her in public, if I catch you,
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky,
I'm spitting on you. Like, word 2, I did not like that girl. She didn't like me off rip. What happened was after they were supposed to go straight to her dorm and then they was gonna drink because she had like a bottle. And then she was like, yeah, y'all could come, except for him, pointing at me. Now, granted, Aaron wasn't around at the time, but pointing at me. Why can't I come? I'm like, I know I don't know you, but we could become friends. I could send you some money. I'm not poor. You know, what's going on? Look, I was a little poor. I was a tiny bit poor. But I could like, you know what I'm saying? Like at that point, I could like just chill. Like what's going on with that? But she didn't let me come to her dorm like right after when everybody was going to her dorm. So I was like, okay, cool.
It became personal with me.
Mind you, this is an 18-year-old EJ. EJ has dabbled in liquor before. This is a story about underage drinking, by the way, so trigger warning. If that does trigger you, get help. But I'm like, what is her problem? Already like bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, hell nah, whatever. Jones comes up to me and Jones is like, yo, let's go get some. And I don't know what it was about him saying that. I was like, yeah, let's go get some. So bro, it's like, I want to say it's around 5-6 o'clock. It's starting to get dark. Man, let me tell you, I've been in a lot of situations where I've walked up to women. I've been in a lot of situations. I've definitely gotten better over the time. I don't know what happened that night, or at least that moment, but yo, all of my powers were diminished. So boom, let me tell you exactly how my powers got diminished, you feel me? So we find this little 2 whatever. Now the 2 was it was a little duo of snow bunnies. I'm gonna be honest, at this point in time I haven't really had much luck with snow bunnies in general, but that wasn't an excuse to my performance. So Jones walks up to them, and when Jones was walking up, I'm like right behind him, and I'm like, oh. Well, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, at the last second, they're like, the 2 are walking this way and we're walking behind them. And at the last second, while I'm walking, I'm like, oh shit, I've never done this before. If I ever walk down on some shit, it's just me alone. So now us being 2, I'm like thinking, huh? I'm like, damn, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? So I'm like, shit, I guess I just gotta sit there and look cool. Advice. If you run in 2-on-2s, sitting there and looking cool is not the right way to go. If you're like me and you want to know how to run 2s, you got to understand that when you're walking up, you listen to what your boy's saying and then you piggyback off of that. And then, you know what I'm saying, you get the ISO, whatever. But the problem was I was too focused on looking cool and I didn't really know how to do that. So when we walk up, something in my mind put me in like a TikTok slow-mo video. And when we walked up and he busted a right to step in front of them and said, what's up? For some reason I went, treat me like what you. I don't think Jones remembers this, but I remember it perfectly because for some reason, I remember my failures. I guess it's for a good thing so that I know, you know, what to piggyback and get better off of. But I remember it like it was yesterday. I went, treat me like what you, don't get me dirty. Jones is talking, and immediately after I made that move, I didn't hear a word Jones was saying. Like I didn't hear a word. In my head, I'm like, what did I just do? What did I just do? I'm starting to freak out. I'm like, did they see that? Maybe they haven't noticed me yet. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm tripping in my mind. I'm like, I'm emergency, like, what's going on? And by the time that I brought myself back, they were gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with Jones. Jones didn't get the number. I think it was something along the lines of, you're freshmen. We're not freshmen. That's how a lot of stuff went. So what happened is we're waiting on the frats to come. None of the frats or sororities are there. Both of them are gonna come, and then, you know, they do their do their shuffle. I don't mean to disrespect y'all at all. I'm just blanking. I know what it is though, but yeah, they pretty much do their thing. But before that, when we came, my homeboy was like, hey, whatever you doing, make sure to make it snappy, because when them frats come, it's raps. Like, fuck out of here. Like, I honestly, in the moment, I was like, man, he tripping. Like, I'm him. I'm one of them ones. Nah, ain't nobody gonna wanna leave me. Come on, bro. If I get a bucket, I get a bucket. You know, whatever. Like, scratch that little mishap that I had earlier on. I know what I'm doing. So I'm like, man, he tripping. Whatever. Then we went back to aura maxing, which is something that's very common in all of these stories. I will be aura maxing a lot. So yeah, we went back to aura maxing. We sitting on the bench, just looking, trying to see if anybody's looking back at us, you know, just doing a little whatever. And then you know, we get up, we go around, just see, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't think I caught anything at that time, but it was already getting dark, and you know, I did get a couple eye contacts. I was getting a little whatever, trying to build my confidence up to go over there. And you know, my homeboy hit me with the, yo, when the frats and sororities come, it's raps. I'm like, what is he even talking about? I figured out what he was talking about. Yo, when the frats and sororities, like, we got a whistling in the ear that frats and sororities were coming, immediately everybody like starting to get locked in. About 75% of the whole place is getting locked in. My homeboy's bringing me over. He's like, yo, right here, we're front and center. Like, this is perfect. Everybody's locked in. No more eye contact. I'm getting a little bit of eye contact like here and there. Now I'm looking around, none. Everybody got their phones out. They making sure they don't miss it. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm thinking Trey Songz gonna come in this bitch, like, you know. I'm thinking Chris Brown from Stomp the Yard gonna do that little head tilt, and you know, shit gonna be right. Like, I'm like, what's going on? So right before, you know, oh, this is a little thing. So while we were sitting there, I'm sort of like chilling, and then all I hear in my ear is, oh, my homeboy does YouTube. That was a big thing. Let me not say big thing. That I wasn't known for it, but whenever someone mentioned YouTube, they looked my way. First of all, I never thought of myself as a YouTuber. More of a streamer. Never called myself a YouTuber. Okay, so also, if you're not already sub to the Twitch. Play with me. I hear, oh, my homeboy does YouTube. I turn my neck, and my boy is talking. Revere's here talking to this vibe. I'm like, Look, looking back on it now, I was a freshman. Now I wouldn't. Maybe with a stick is crazy, but I'm not gonna say I wouldn't touch her with a stick, but I definitely wouldn't touch her without one. That whole night I'm sitting there talking to her. She's like, oh, you know, I remember her IG and everything right now. It's amazing. Like, oh, you know how to do everything on there? I'm like, yeah, like, look at my videos. We watching my YouTube videos. I was a bold little motherfucker. Like, for real. I wouldn't even sit there and watch my YouTube video with nobody. Like, if you were like, yo, come here, let's watch your TikToks, I'd dead stare you and be like, don't play with me. Like, for real. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, we're watching my YouTube videos. We're waiting for the frats and everything to come up. I'm sitting there talking to her, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking a little, I'm doing my thing. I'm like, yeah, let me get your IG, She said she need help with editing. I'm like, yeah, I can edit. Like, I know how to do shit like that. She's like, okay, bet. She drops her thing. I get her IG. I'm like that now. I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. That's what we do. That's what we do. I'm not even hyped for real. I'm like, shit, I does this. Like, this is just an everyday type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry. I'm like, this is an everyday type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? She was like a junior. I'm like a freshman. I'm 18. She can drink legally. That was a big deal. That was a big deal when I was 18. You gotta have at least one at all times that can drink legally. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Boom. The frats come out. Oh my gosh. She disappeared. Gone. Never saw her again, like in person that night. I saw her again in person in the future. Maybe I'll do a story time about it. It's not that deep, but whatever. Boom. Yo, the frats come out. Everybody on lock. Oh my gosh, the whole vibe of the whole party switched. It wasn't like nobody's talking to each other anymore. Everybody's watching, and they're just there going crazy. Like, for respect for the frats, I'm not gonna do all that because I know, like, I'm not gonna try to do the choreography that you guys have. But oh my gosh, it was beautiful. And then they played that one song. I'm so sorry that I don't know what song it is right now. But my homeboy grabbed me and he was like, yo, come here. He put me next to some little shit. I ain't gonna lie, the little shit was tough. You know what I'm saying? The little shit was tough. Granted, I'm still a little bit of a bitch right now, but I'm on a hot streak. So I'm like, you feel me? Put me next to some little shit. I'm next to the little shit. Little shit put her arm around me. I'm like, she's trying. I'm like, when we get married? Oh. But yeah, she put her arm around me. And then my homeboy put his arm around me. I'm like, hold on. You don't see she fucking with me right now? But then they started swaying. I'm like, oh shit, we on the boat. But yeah, they did that little dance. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't believe I'm blanking on it right now, but yeah, we did that. That's how you know you at a black party. When they start doing that dance and everybody know the dance, you at a black party, 100%. Unless they wouldn't do that dance at a Boss Man D-Lo party though. You know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what that means. Whatever. So that happens though, and we leave. When we leave, Aaron's dating a 21-year-old. Okay, when I say a 21-year-old, she could buy liquor. So Aaron links up with his 21-year-old, and I go link up with what do I call this person? Jerry. I go link up with Jerry. So when I link up with Jerry, we're getting hyped for the night because we're about to go out now. Jerry got this vibe on Tinder that he been talking to, and he like, she like that. He messing with her. She alright to me, but to each his own. I'm about to go out and get some, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm like that, but I'm saying at the time I'm thinking, tonight's the night that I become like that. Jerry goes and Jerry has a car. He picks me up. I also have a car at the time, but that's not part of the story. It doesn't matter. Jerry picks me up, and we go and pick up Aaron and his girlfriend. So when we pick up Aaron and his girlfriend, we're like all getting out of the car. Aaron's girlfriend's like, yo, are y'all dumb? You guys are all underage. You need to stay in the car and just let me know what you want. I bet. So maybe 2 weeks ago, for the first time ever, I had Crown Royal for some reason, but I don't believe that. It's definitely Crown Royale. Feels better. I'm like, get some Crown Royale. I'm the first person to open their mouth. Crown Royale, whatever. Looking back on it, that was a great decision. Dark liquor just works for me. At least it used to work for me better than white liquor. You know what I'm saying? But I feel smoother off the dark liquor. But yeah, she goes in, she gets the Crown Royale. Now I have a video of my homeboy Aaron. He started, you know what I'm saying? Because Aaron and his girl, they're not gonna stay around to partake in whatever we got going on. They're gonna go home and they're gonna do what the Douce tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't sipping on Douce. But you know what I mean, yeah. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm like, I'm not driving. You know what I'm saying? I start drinking the Crown, and this is where the night starts to become hazy. Because I wish I took a picture of the Crown. After we got the Crown, Aaron took a little sip, and I had a big sip. By the time we got to campus, the Crown was 3/4. I drank a quarter of the Crown. I'm not gonna say I was a lightweight, but that wasn't the greatest idea. Okay. So that's the story. The story starts getting hazy because when we get to campus, right? I want to say it's around 8 o'clock. It's around 8 o'clock when we get to campus, and I'm off a quarter of Crown. Now we start picking everyone up though. So Viral wasn't with us, but Jones was with us, and we were going to pick up Revere. Oh no. They all met us in one parking lot. So they all met us at the one parking lot, right? And when we're there at the one parking lot, before anyone could touch the Crown, it was half. I drank another quarter. I drank another quarter. It tasted so good. Y'all don't understand. The Crown Royale, the apple Crown Royale, that's gonna kill me every single time. It's gonna do it every single time. It was ridiculous. I don't know what it was. I haven't gotten Crown Royale since, but if I see Crown Royale at a party, I will be indulging. You feel me? Oh my gosh, it's halfway. They're like, who drank this? I'm in the door like, I'm in the door like, yo, them niggas are on to me. I'm in the door like, yo, it was a big thing in Crown too. I'm like, they're on to me. And yeah, I didn't stop drinking. So let me tell you, this is a night where I did happen to black out. Therefore, there's bits and pieces of the stories that I do remember, which I will try my best to. I'm gonna tell you my perspective, and then I'm gonna run back to regular perspective. So, it's 8 o'clock, and first we had a party at off-campus housing. So there was one big off-campus housing place that everybody used to go to, and that's where all the parties are at. So we go straight there. Now, if I was to tell you what I remember about that party, it's absolutely nothing other than the parking lot. I remember having trouble parking. So we were in the parking lot, and like these two cars, we're coming this way, and then this car just appears from there, and we're about to steal the spot, and this car tries to take it, Yeah, it's not that important. They didn't like rush us or anything after, like whatever. That wasn't an altercation or anything. But yeah, we stepped out of the car, and when we stepped out of the car, all I remember, I shit you not, all I remember was being in the middle of the street. Not on no weird stuff, but I remember us pulling over. We had to pull over. We're in the middle of the street, and we had to pull over. Don't remember why. I have no clue. We had to pull over, and I stepped out. I remember opening the door and stepping out and just waddling all over the place. Like, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. I'm so intrigued because I feel like I just got dropped off in one of those survivalist shows, and they're like, you gotta make it back to the cabin. And I'm like, shit, fuck it. But I took a couple steps, and then I guess I wasn't the reason why we stopped, but whatever the reason why we stopped was, they handled business, and they were like, EJ! I was like, oh shit. Then I came back to the car, then blacked out again. And when I wake up, we're at Denny's. Bet, I'm hungry. I'm not really hungry. I wasn't hungry at all. I didn't eat at Denny's. But when we get to Denny's, okay, so the first time we get to Denny's, it was with 3 little vibes, and we're having a little conversation. I'm cooked. I'm cooked so bad. I'm cooked to the point where it's like, it's not terrible. I've definitely been worse, but I'm sitting there like, everybody's asking like, what's up with bruh? You know, it's me, my 3 homeboys. There was 3 of us at the time, and then there was 3 girls, 3 vibes. So we're talking whatever, we're chopping it up, and then I black out again. And then when I come to, we're at a house party. And when we're at this house party, we're playing Uno. I remember perfectly playing Uno at the house party. We're playing Uno at the house party, and that was the best part of the night. I'm playing Uno. I got eyes around me. We putting up, I'm like, I got a +4. Technically, if we was playing competitively, I should put this +4 down. But this fine shit right here, so I can't put the +4 down, or she might not let me crush. That's what's going through my head at the time. So, you know, I'm putting down, I'm being nice to fine shit so I could, you know, get a good little convo out of her, whatever, that. Yeah, I remember there was this dude that was next to me, and we was like, cool, like, you know, he was cool people. He was lit. Like, that's my thing. I see lit energy, I attract the lit energy, whatever. I'm like, oh, what's going on? You're like, oh shit, that nigga put down the +2. Oh, like, you know, it's just lit. It was whatever. It's a house party. So yeah, it was cool. And yeah, you know, the problem is that I genuinely do not remember much of this night. I remember the bits and pieces because I was blacking out. But yeah, so well, I'm not gonna say I blacked out, but I remember going from the Uno like table to standing outside, to walking outside. And while we're walking outside, it's me, Jerry, and a vibe. But I'm like, I'm about to like walk up on Jerry and be like, yo, but then I hear that Jerry and the vibe, they doing their thing. I'm like, oh shit, you feel me? I'm like, oh damn. And yeah, that's all I remember. Blackout. When I come back to, we're at Denny's again, but this time we're at Denny's with a dude that's on a basketball team, and 3 different vibes. Now, one of the vibes was Jerry's little Tinder, whatever. Okay, so it was her and then her friends. So we're all at a Denny's table. I remember we was so lit. We was having so much fun. We were like, we're laughing at the Denny's. We're making a ruckus at Denny's. I'm not gonna lie, but Denny's was messing with us, whatever. I think I ate that time. You're gonna hear me not really remembering a lot of this story, but I think I ate that time. I have no idea. But yeah, after that, blackout again. Well, before I blacked out, I do remember them saying like, oh, there's another party at the off-campus housing that we were just at. Bet! Because Jerry's Tinder date, she lived at that off-campus housing. We're like, bet, let's go there. Or at least her friend lived at that off-campus housing. We're like, bet, let's go there. Now, I do remember this. I remember blacking out and coming to, and we're walking in the off-campus housing, and we go to the house that's supposed to have like a function, and we knock on the door and everything, and there's just no music playing, and there's no people around, and it's just like, you know, what I don't remember is what time it was. It could have been 2, 3 in the morning. This was towards the end of the night though, definitely. But yeah, I do remember going there, and I also do remember that two of the vibes from the Uno thing were with us. So yeah, at this point, Jerry decides to disband, and he's like really messing with Tinder, and he grabs Tinder, and Jerry and Tinder go off. The problem is Jerry's car is who we're all riding with. So I'm not like I'm like a little freaking out because I'm just discombobulated. You remember when you be freaking out during the blackout? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, how are we gonna get back? I don't even know where we are. Like I'm tripping. Whole time, one of the vibes, they drove there, so it wasn't a problem. But you know, I was tripping. But we're in the car. I don't remember. There was 6 of us? No, there were 7 of us. So there were 7 of us. The vibe, you know, of course she driving. My homeboy goes to the front because he knows the vibe. And then my homeboy step in the car, and then you know whatever. Then chick sit on his lap. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit. Y'all take back shots right there. You my fault. All right, bye bye. But yeah, then you know the vibe goes in, and then when they go in, the last one that's supposed to get in the car looks at me like, she's like, you about to go in? I'm like, you want me to go in? Yeah, go in. I get in. She sits on my lap. Nigga, we made it. I'm at that point, I'm like, yo, Willie is rocketing. You feel me? Willie is like, well, hell yeah, I always believed in you. We about to get it done. Willie is ahead of the game. Willie don't know what the hell going on. All he know is that something on my lap. We in the car and we ride it, and that wasn't that deep. And I mean, I assume that it's not that deep because I did black out. I blacked out, and then I came to, and we're walking in the dorms. So apparently it's like 3-4 a.m. at this time, because I remember once we walked into the dorm, we walked into a 3-person dorm. And when we walked into the 3-person dorm, I remember immediately there was a clock right there and it said like 3 a.m. or 4. I'm pretty sure it said 3 a.m. We're sitting in the living room, we're all talking, we're da-da-da, and while we're talking, I realized they're like paired up a little bit, and I didn't like peep. It took me so long to peep that they were paired up, but I will say when I did peep that they were paired up, I started panicking. I was like, oh fuck, because there's nothing wrong with pairing up, but the problem is when you don't realize we're pairing up, and then you like late to the game, I'm like, fuck. Because once stuff starts moving, then I don't got that much time to, you know what I'm saying? So one of my homeboys, at this point, it's Revere and Jones. Revere and Jones. It's me for Revere and Jones, and then 3 other girls. We brought one more girl back to the they lived in the same dormitory, so they weren't with us in that room, but she just ended up going to sleep. But Revere takes his girl back, and business is booming already off rip. He's sending us Snapchats. We in the living room. He's sending us Snapchats of not nothing vile, but stuff leading to vile stuff. You know, I was like, whoa, I've never been here before. I'm a fresh 18, and I know there's 18-year-olds that get down like that, but I'm like, whoa. So Jones is slowly getting off, and I'm sort of realizing, oh my gosh. So when Jones starts getting off and he doing his thing and he's getting his thing, I'm like, yo, I need to get going with this girl right now, or else I'm not gonna have nowhere to sleep. So I slowly start talking to her, like specifically, and I'm trying to rinse her up, whatever. Let's just say I was blacked out at the time. I don't know if there was enough time for me to establish what I was trying to establish, but whatever was coming out of my mouth it was not pee enough. It wasn't. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It wasn't pee enough. So it wasn't happening. I'm not gonna lie. It just was not happening. And yeah, she was like, yeah, well, I'm getting a little tired. This is after Jones has already retired to the room. And she's like, I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to my room, but it's nice meeting you. I'm like, I'm a little drunk. I'm still a little drunk, but I'm like coming to, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, okay, good night. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not finna get none. And this is hilarious, right? Because I'm drunk. So when you're drunk, you know, everything processes at a 0.5 rate. So I'm slowly thinking like, oh my gosh, I am not going to get any. But that's not even what I need to be focused on. I need to be focused on, where the hell am I about to sleep? And it's cold as hell in this dormitory. So we in the dormitory, it's cold as hell. But granted, they did have a couch. which I was lucky for that because I've been in dorms where they don't have like an actual living room. They just have a kitchen with 2 chairs, but they did have a couch. So I was able to lay down on the couch. I lay down on the couch, but it's cold as hell. It's so cold, so cold. Like I can't even tell you, like girls keep their dorms so cold. Like I've never met a girl that doesn't keep their dorm cold as hell. As I'm here, like sort of shivering on this couch, Jones comes out. When Jones comes out, he's like, damn, you didn't get that? I'm like, Jones, no, I didn't get that. I don't know her. They all knew these girls like prior, but I didn't know her. But I was like, damn. He's like, yo, like I ain't gonna lie, like that's what it is. Like you gotta get in there, like, you know, this fight or flight right now. Like this gonna be sleeping on this uncomfortable couch. I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna be sleeping on this uncomfortable couch. I'm drunk as hell. Like, you know when y'all be like y'all like when y'all like mess with the homeless person and they get hella mad. That's me. My emotions are wherever you put them at. So I'm like, hell no, I'm not sitting on this couch. I apologize 100% for this. I in the morning I ended up apologizing and everything. I swear. I was extremely drunk. I was blacking out. I now looking back on it, I see the error in my ways. But I did get up and I knocked on the door, okay? She was like, yeah. I don't remember what I said the first time, but I do remember her not responding. It was like, whatever. And I was like, I'm not gonna badge it. Like, I'm just gonna take the shot. If the shot work, whatever. If the shot don't work, then cool. Yo, I go back to that couch. I'm like, I start to sober up for real. I'm like, yo, my priorities are all over the place. It's cold as hell in here. It's so cold. I'm like, yo, I need, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I don't get a blanket, I might freeze to death, like, for real. So I get up and I knock on her door again and I ask her for a blanket and she doesn't answer. Now, she's up. This doesn't happen over a long time. This is like everybody up. Everybody just got to their room. Oh my God, it was amazing, yeah. So I ended up on the couch and yeah, the real thing is what happened when I woke up. So I'm on the couch and I wake up, everybody woke, like everybody's in the thing. They're making bacon. And pancakes. They cooking in there. I'm on the couch. I got a blanket on me, thank God, because God knows, y'all know when y'all be sleeping and a little whatever slip out and you like, oh. Yeah, we're sitting there and immediately when Revere noticed that I'm up, he comes over, pulls out his phone, and he shows me sleep. I'm snoring loud as hell in these people dorm. I'm in the people dorm snoring so loud, bro. It was hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, ha ha ha. Trying to see if the vibes like noticed. They definitely noticed. And when I wake up, yo, when I tell you the girl that I was like supposed to be matched with, okay, I don't want to be mean. Creature isn't the right word, but I would rather touch the other one, the one from earlier in the story with a stick, than this one. Okay, that's an accurate way to represent this, okay? Yeah, I was like, whoa. I was like, low-key, thank God, I was tripping. You know, weird. So I get up, I'm like, you know, they're all sitting around the table. I go to stand next to her, but I do that because I'm like, I really want to take a look. I'm like, are you the same person from last night? There's no way. I don't recognize you. Where'd she come from? I'm tripping, bro. So I was like, oh my gosh. But at the same time, I'm still like a little hungover, whatever. Then one of the girls, Revere's girl, looks at me and is like, wasn't he talking to the gay one last night? Bro, oh, when I tell you I was blown, I was like, wait, what happened? Because like, as much as I just pieced the story up for you right now, at that moment, I wasn't able to piece the story up at all. Like, I could not remember anything at that moment. So I was like, what do you mean I was the one talking to the homosexual guy from the other night? I'm like, whoa. Look, nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing. Just not me. I don't do that type of stuff. I was like, what? What are you talking about? They're like, yeah. You got his snap. So me as a little, you know, freshman, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got his snap. I'm never gonna talk to girls again. Like the world is ending. Also, I'm still drunk and a little hungover. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm freaking out in the apartment. Everybody laughing at me. I'm like, this is serious. I go to reach for my phone to get my Snapchat, to pull out my Snapchat to see if he was gay. And I pull out my phone. Well, no, the problem is I don't pull out my phone. Where's my phone at? Go over to the couch. It's not on the couch. Where's my phone at? I'm like, oh, fuck. Throughout this whole night, I've not blacked out that many times, but throughout this night of me blacking out, I lost my phone. So I'm like, damn. At this moment, I'm like, damn, okay, I gotta do something. So I go around, I'm like type panicking, and I'm like, yo, we gotta retrace all our steps, go back to everywhere we went, and like, we're going back. They stop at Target first. I'm like, why are we at Target? They talking about they need pancake mix for the pancakes and bacon that they making at the house. I'm like, no, I don't want to go back to the house. Give me I need my phone. But it's funny because we ended up at Denny's, and when we end up at Denny's, the lady's like, I know exactly why you're here. She pointed at me. I'm like, whoa, damn, okay. And then she gave me my phone right there. Apparently I left it at Denny's. Now y'all remember how early on in the story we were at Denny's. Like, I had been rocking with no phone for a minute, to the point I didn't have any phone for so long that I'm pretty sure I put my Snapchat in the gay guy's phone. Okay, well, all right, this is extremely out of context. Let me just progress the story. So I get my phone. When we're walking out, Revere's like, you think the guy on that phone screen, on the lock screen is cute? She's like, he alright. I was like, ah! But I ain't shoot no shot because I ain't gonna lie. I'm not in any position to be speaking. I'm nonverbal at this point. After I got my phone, I'm like, yo, what is going on? So boom, we're coming back. They want to go back to the dorm, but my car is parked at like that dorm site. So I'm like, I don't want to see those girls ever again. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going to my car. I'm like, at this point, I'm sober, like sober. Like, you know, after you lose your phone, things clear up very fast. So I get my phone and I'm going through my phone, and I realize Jerry, he didn't get none, but he slept over. I was like, okay, Jerry doing his thing. Like, I'm like, Jerry, where you at? Jerry like, oh, I'm still at FAU. I'm like, yo, Jerry doing his thing. They went back with whatever, with the vibes or whatever, but I had to go home. I was like, hell nah, I don't know what's going on. I'm not in the best shape. I had to go home, but yeah, that was the end of that night. Look, oh, let me clear something up. So I did go through it. He wasn't gay. It was the dude from the Uno table. The dude from the Uno table that I was vibing with. But what I will say is I still have his Snapchat to this day, and he was extremely flamboyant. So he may have been in the closet, and if he is in the closet, he's still in that motherfucker. But at the time, he did identify as straight, and I think that's all that matters. But it's your boy EJ Got It. Look, if there's anything for you guys to now, EJ Got It. Damn, bro, what's wrong with y'all? Why don't y'all y'all need to remind me. If you're a freshman going into college right now and you want to have a good time, you can have a perfectly great time. Don't dabble in alcohol, and speak to the women. Speak to everyone.
Yeah, OVO Sound 2025.
Until next time.
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Abby? Was it Danny? Is it Party? Where's the function? Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function?